Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we will be discussing the Rebirth Mechanic in Nexomon 1. Now, Rebirth, or having a Nexomon reborn, is a post-game feature and part of the post-game story, so if you want to avoid spoilers, you can click off and come back once you've beaten the main game. The spoilers will not be heavy by any means, but you will see a couple post-game areas. Nothing big story-related, but just so you know, you will see some of the post-game area. Anyway, let's dive in. Okay, so the Rebirth mechanic is something unlocked once you've gone to the Netherworld as part of the post-game. Here you'll meet this person who can essentially ascend any Nexomon above the level 50 into a new state of being. This, however, also reverts them back to level 5 and to their base evolutionary state, so there's also that. A Reborn Nexomon is required in order to venture into the Nether. However, there are some pieces of information to note should you want to bypass this mostly. But before that, let's talk about why you'd even want to reset your Nexomon, as seemingly this would just be more work for you, right? Well, there are some tangible benefits to actually doing this. Basically, all Nexomon that are indeed reborn gain significant stat boosts upon level up, which results in a stronger Nexomon overall. This means that if you have a reborn Nexomon and a regular Nexomon, both at, I don't know, let's say level 40, the reborn Nexomon will always be stronger. This is especially true for the stamina stat, which is significantly higher amongst reborn counterparts. So this also means that you'll be able to use your moves more often without having to recover stamina. Now that said, resetting your Nexomon from level 50 to level 5 can seem quite tedious just to get the reborn counterparts. I totally get this, and my suggestion to anybody in the post game is just to utilize the resetting for a couple, maybe one or two Nexomon, and then you can simply catch reborn Nexomon in the Netherworld. There is quite the variety there, and within the first 40 minutes of playing, I managed to get a few mega rares and special tier Nexomon right off the bat. All Nexomon in the Nether are already reborn, so there's no need to reset them. As far as having to swap out Nexomon when going into the Nether is concerned, once you beat the game, the Nether's barrier will disappear, so it's not necessary to have to keep switching back and forth should you still use non-reborn Nexomon during your regular playtime. I think this mechanic was put in place so you're not super over leveled for the story portion of this, as this was kind of like an update added if I'm not mistaken, so it makes sense. I actually like that you get a permanent buff based on doing this, and I think if a Pokemon game were to ever, let's say, just include every region, this is how they get around the fact that you'd end up being level 100 by the third one. Anyways, that said, this was just a really quick guide on how the system works. Let me know what you think about this mechanic. It almost feels like a new game plus, but for your individual Nexomon. If you did enjoy the video, definitely make sure to like and subscribe for more Nexomon content. You can follow me on Twitter at GymLeaderEd, check out my subscriber Discord, and I just want to say special thanks to our patrons, especially our mythical backers being StealCase and Jim Hamilton. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.